I am getting ready to film my next video, and I want to talk about my content creating journey as of lately, and I'm gonna do it while I put on my face. So join me, won't you? Today I'm gonna use the Pharmacy Glam Up. I'm so mad that my lights aren't working. I'm sorry, guys. This is as good as it's gonna get for now until I figure out my light situation. I can't find my mini light either. Things are just disappearing on me. The devil doesn't want me to be great. I'm gonna use this because I just can't. All right, so my content creating journey as of lately. A few weeks ago, I'm filming this today, December 12th, as I'm getting ready to film a piece of content for Vlogmas today. And as of today on YouTube, I have, right before this video, 167 subscribers. And my TikTok, I just checked, is now to 300. I started that content creating journey in like 2015, 2016. I didn't do much with it up until last year, where I decided I was gonna get serious with content creating. I did a whole brand shoot in October, but it was the beginning of when I decided to launch my channel. I had been doing research for, I would say, years, but more intensely that past year, like since the summer going forward. So there were people who have been telling me for years, like, hey, you should put something out. I would follow you, this, that, and the other. And I never did until about, like I said, summer. I decided that I was going to move forward. This is pretty. Hey there. I started to build that momentum, like I wanted to do it. And I ended up, taking off, in November, which was great, but I stood stuck there. I would put out videos now and again, but I was in such a stage of analysis paralysis because I would deep dive into research for videos rather than just put them out. And that is also a thing. You get stuck trying to make the perfect video, and all for like 10 views. So there is advice, which that's another video because I can't cram it all in here. We'd be here for hours. That, there's some advice that they give that is very true. And one of them will be like, just, and it's so stupid because you probably heard it a million times, just post the content. And it really is true, because while I was searching for this perfection, I was overwhelming myself with everything, like how to edit, what am I gonna, like how long is it gonna be? And I think I was just really overwhelmed and putting myself into this space where I was biting off more than I could chew, but for no reason, because I didn't have to do that to myself. I've been doing it every single day, and it has been so rewarding, just even seeing how people are trickling in, how I'm gaining subscribers, and I've been consistent for 12 days. You like this? And that means, and what I'm kind of like really excited about is that if I've been doing this every single day for 12 days straight, that means that once Vlogmas is over, I have zero excuses coming into the new year of creating, editing, and doing my content, because nothing is more overwhelming than really coming up with like all this content like every single day. And as I'm going through this, like I'm starting to learn so much more, which is why I'm like, just do it. Like you're not gonna be perfect, and they tell you that your first video, no one's gonna really watch it. And the funny thing is that for the first video, people were so curious off of my post that a lot of people did watch that video. And when I look back at it, I'm like, good Lord, like, it was a start for me, and it was just me posting. And now I look back and I'm just like, man, I could have done so much better. But again, it's a learning process. So no, like your first video, like they say, and it's so true, your first video is more than likely gonna suck. No, what really sucked was the video that I was gonna post before that. When I tell you that I thank God every single day that I was not able to post it, and I try to get, like, I was having such a hard time with it. I was like, what is going on? Why can't I post it? Why this, that, and the other? I think my Lord Jesus, that video never got out. And the reason why is because that was a terrible video. Like now looking back at like what I do now compared to like what that video would have been, woo! I'm glad that never saw the light of day. Me up there like acting like I was gonna go viral with that. Acting like I was gonna go viral with that very first video, thinking I'm encouraging the crap out of someone. I don't ever want to post it. Very cringeworthy. I'm pretty sure that I'm still cringeworthy, but I feel like I've gained more knowledge and tools on how to do things now. Obviously, this is not all perfect. I'm still very new in this content creating journey, but I definitely feel like I've picked up some skills. Like I feel like I've gotten better with editing. I've gotten a little bit better with thumbnails. I've gotten great at trying to pivot like some of my segments to turn them into shorts, or just even feeling confident enough to record on the fly. That's more on TikTok. And to be honest, like sometimes I'm so hesitant to post things, and when I feel like that insecurity, sometimes I just go and post it anyway, and those end up performing a lot better. But what I'm learning the most is like what I'm really finding joy and passion in. And that in and of itself is why I'm grateful for the Vlogmas, because the more I've been posting, the more I've been pulled towards the direction in which I want to head, the more I'm seeing what people need and want to also hear. And that to me is like so satisfying. But like I wanted my videos to have purpose behind them. I wanted to reach people. It's always been a passion of mine to somehow help someone. I never knew how that was going to be achieved, but the more that I'm doing it, the more I feel, and like I said, I've been praying, I've been reading the Bible, the more I feel guided in God's direction in what I want to do. And I knew that faith was going to be a part of my journey. If Vlogmas is teaching me anything, it's to be consistent and to not let myself down, because on already 2 occasions, I almost didn't post. One, because one of my videos that I already had spent editing a good amount of time, I was almost ready to post it, and I had a lot of edits. I spent hours on it, and I deleted the wrong thing, and I put replace, and it was the wrong video that I replaced. I thought I was saving the one with the edits, and it was the other one that was raw. I wanted to cry. I went to bed at like 3:30 in the morning. That was like a couple of days ago. When I tell you that at that point in time, I felt so, I was over it. First of all, I was exhausted. I couldn't focus. And like, I've even like had videos where I'm already ready to upload and I've fallen asleep, like uploading the video in my hand. It's exhausting, you know, to say the least. But I've learned that if I show up for myself and I do what I say I'm gonna do, like it is rewarding. And I felt like Vlogmas has made me feel more confident in my ability to post and edit. The subscribers, guys, like I'm not, okay, I don't have thousands and hundreds of subscribers, but every new person that subscribes to this channel is someone who wants to hear what I have to say. That's mind-blowing to me. I don't care if it's 5 people, I don't care if it's 10 people. The fact that I've gained since I started this, so we're on day 12. I started at 136 subscribers and I'm at 167 right now in the last 12 days. That's so inspiring to me. Like that motivates me, because I'm like, what was I waiting for this entire time? What was I waiting for? Like, there are people who want to hear what you have to say. And yet here I was, you know, lollygagging. Like, honestly, what else was I doing? So I take a course, and my coach, when we were on this Sunday call on the 1st of December, because we do meetings with the group every 1st of the month or the first week of the month, and I was all excited to share that I finally got my, like, that I was getting a new desk, I just got myself a new laptop and a monitor, that I feel like I was going to be more focused. She was like, I'm sorry, but that's an excuse that you're telling yourself. Yes. Okay. When she said that, I was just like, what am I supposed to say? Like, we're, mind you, in a group of a bunch of people, and she was just like, I'm not gonna, and she said it just like that, I'm not going to, like, basically, like, she wasn't gonna coddle me, like, she wasn't gonna go along with that. Like, no, it's an excuse that you're telling yourself. And I was like, crap, like, she's so right. Like, I'm the only one standing in the middle of my success. She was like, I know people making like, you know, $1 million and have da-da-da, and they have a family and they have kids and they have work, a full-time job. Mind you, she already knows that I'm unemployed. So it's almost like, what's your excuse? I mean, I do have a lot of things to do, but I'm proving myself that even with all the things that I have to do, if I focus on what my goals are, then I'll get it done. 12 days, and here I am on the 12th day filming, and this is probably going to be like my Vlogmas day 13 or something like that. I'm proving that I can do it. I could do all the things. Now, I will say this is work. This is not something that that's coming absolutely naturally to me. Like, you really have to, I'm trying not to lack in quality in my content, but you really have to think about what it is that you want to put out there, and also understand, like, it might hit, it might miss, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with getting low views, because it's funny how I'm still getting low views, but I am like going up in subscribers. So there are people watching, but it is work. Like, you have to be willing to put in the work. And I don't know why I made so many excuses as to why I wasn't putting in the work. But I mean, I did have like, and I don't want to excuse myself, but yet here I am excusing myself. I did have a few challenges in the last couple of months, but honestly, when you want to, you'll get it done. And that's basically what, like, I'm trying to prove to myself. This is not even for anybody else. I'm really trying to prove to myself Like, Annie, you could do this. Like, you can do this. Just do it. Like, you have to just show up for yourself. And that means right now for me, showing up every single day, at least at minimum to the 25th of December, like filming every single day, because after this I am still filming, obviously. But it's just going to be less frequent. Like, I'm not going to be putting content day after day after day here on YouTube. Maybe on my TikTok I might do a few things, but I want my content to be thought out. I want it to be meaningful for the people who are watching. I want it to be, you know, an experience that people, you know, can relate with. I would say that even if you start off posting 5-minute like content, then do that, because starting alone is going to increase your growth. Just even personally, like within you. You might not see it in numbers, you might not see it in views, and that's okay. You're gaining the experience. That's for you. That's for you to keep to yourself. And they say that this is like the best time to grow because no one's really watching. So you can make all the mistakes and it's not going to be like amplified. Like, people are going to be like, oh, look what you did, you know? And to those people, well, you're not nice. But luckily I have not come across that. So the advantage of being a new content creator is that you can make all the mistakes, but you could also, there's like so much learning involved. And when there's learning involved, I think that you're willing to adapt because it's a process. Whereas, you know, some people just think they know it all. I never want to be the person who knows it all. I want to be the person who wants to always learn to be better. I want to be the person who is growing. And I also want to be the person who is growing with other people. So if you're watching me, I want you to grow with me. Like, this is a journey for the both of us. And that's how I want to really, this channel, I want it to be a growing journey for everyone, including myself. Like, I'm growing, you're growing. And if I know something and I'm 5 steps ahead of you, like, I want you, like, you know, right up there with me. So that's another thing that I feel like I'm learning as I'm doing this. Like, 12 days, and I feel like I've had so much growth, and that's insane. 12 days. I'm also going to discuss other things that might feel a little unpleasant to hear. But what really has kind of left me kind of like, wow, you think, like, I have a really large group of friends. I really do. I have a large group of friends, and they're all great. You know, this is no shade to them or anyone for that matter. You think that having this group of family and friends that, like, that they're going to be there supporting you the entire time. And the reality of it all is that, to my experience, it really hasn't been that way. Like, yes, I do have family and friends that come onto my channel. Some of them are faithful watchers, but I don't see any engagement, so I don't even know that they're watching. At first, it's very disappointing because I was just like, man, I'm the type of person who I support. If any of my friends or anything need my support in any way, I will repost. I will, if I have the money, I will try to buy from them or whatever they're selling. If they have a post, I'm there like, hey! And it's crickets for me. And in the beginning, I felt like because I was pushing it out and letting people know, like, hey, watch this, of course they're gonna go out and they'll watch it because I'm telling them to watch it, but none of them are like faithful consumers of the content. And that's okay. And I've learned that that's okay. And here's why. It's okay because they are not the people who watch your kind of stuff, maybe. They might have a different niche that they're into. They might have other content creators that they prefer. And that's okay. You know why? You want to find people who really are interested in your content. People who they genuinely want to engage with me. That it's an interaction. Do I sometimes push out my content and say, hey, can you please support and like and engage so that it can help the algorithm? Yes, I still do it. But the truth of the matter is, like, I don't want to have to do it. I want people to naturally come in here because it's so much more satisfying when someone naturally is like, oh my God, I love this, or that really touched me, or hey, I'm watching and this is great, please keep it coming. Those are the people, those are your people. That's your tribe. And that's what I'm looking for. It's my tribe. And your friends and family, they might not just be your tribe. They're your tribe outside of content, of social media. And it's beautiful, but they're not your tribe for this, and that is 100% okay. I am learning to be okay with that because I have to tell you, I was so offended when I was just like, well, why do I have to tell you to like my stuff? Like, why do I have to tell you to engage with my stuff? And I've just learned, like, no, like, the people who want to will, and that's beautiful. All in all, I would say in the beginning, yeah, try and have friends and family support you, but don't hold them to it if they, you know, actually support you or not, because the people who are interested in your content will eventually find you. I'm still so appreciative of the people in my life, my friends and family that do engage with me. But when you have like that whole set of like new followers that you have never met in your life, that is just like a whole different feeling. I'm starting to feel comfortable in this journey because I know that I can do it. I know that not every single video is going to be like hitting, you know, like this is not easy. You're also putting yourself out there, which is very hard. But showing up for yourself is I think one of the first important steps to know that if you like, Like, if you don't show up for you, then how do you expect other people to show up for you, right? You have to be willing to want to show up for yourself and not stand in the way of your success. The thing that I really appreciate about this Vlogmas journey, I didn't wait till 2025 to get started. I had to make a decision on December 1st whether or not I was just going to do it and stop the excuses. Because on December 1st, I did not have my monitor. On December 1st, I did not have a desk. On December 1st, I had what I've had all along, a phone and a laptop. And my laptop back then was, like, I just got this new one and it's been a game changer. But I was still using my phone to film content, to edit. So on December 1st, I had to make the decision that it wasn't what I didn't have. It was what I actually had at the moment, and that I was going to start doing what I needed to do and just get to it. And I'm here. We utilize so many different excuses in our day-to-day, and I understand it because that was me. I understand what it is to have an excuse after excuse of what life is permitting or not permitting for you. But where there's a will, there's a way. You will find a way. People find a way every day to survive. And the question is, are you going to show up for yourself when it comes down to it? I have a respect for content creators because I understand what it takes to put yourself out there. It's not easy. You have to have thick skin for this because, like I said, sometimes you just feel like it's all for nothing. And you have to also be okay with not being perfect. And I struggle with that so much because I'm the type of person who I feel like, well, if it's not perfect, I shouldn't be posting it. And through Vlogmas, I've learned, like, well, we're not going to be perfect, because if I had to wait for perfection, like, nothing is getting posted. I've had like a few hiccups that has had me until like 3 o'clock in the morning, either fixing it. Even yesterday, the video that I uploaded, after I uploaded it and I go back to check it, I realized that I had no audio in the beginning when I clearly recorded an audio. I don't know what I did to it. So then I had to go back and record it. And that might have been enough for me, maybe even a month ago, to just be like, I'm not even posting this. I'm deleting it and I'm not posting it. But I ended up deleting it, going back upstairs because it was already like 1 o'clock in the morning, to just record that audio and repost it. Because again, I made this commitment and I'm not going to let myself down. I still have at least 12 to 13 days left of Vlogmas, and my full intention is to show up no matter what. I can't say that it's easy. Like, I'm literally struggling with this Velcro roller. Does anybody have issues with Velcro rollers? Because they make it seem like it's so easy to take out of your hair, and I feel like I'm ripping my hair out, literally. I'm going to leave you with this. You're not going to know what you're capable of until you start. You're not going to know if this is something that you want to continue doing, if it's your passion or not, until you start. And you're also not going to know what you're really into until you start. I had a general idea of what I wanted this channel to look like last year. I just didn't know how I was going to get there, right? I knew that I wanted to incorporate all the things of beauty, lifestyle, entrepreneurship, and faith. I did not know how I was going to get there. And in the last 12 days of me posting consistently, I have so much more clarity now than I did even last month, that it's insane. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you exactly what every content creator that is making it or is on their way to making it tells you. You just have to start. You have to post the content and you have to be consistent. There is just no way around it. It sounds so cliche, but I've literally experienced this for myself, that if you don't start, you'll never know. I am gaining so much more clarity just by posting the content. And aside from that, I am praying on it. I have been reading the Bible. And as I'm more consistent with my things with God, I am feeling much more consistent and productive in my social media. I really hope that this inspired you in some way, shape, or form. I appreciate you guys who show up for me here, whether you're new, whether you are friends or family. I appreciate that you're here watching. It does mean a lot to me. And I appreciate my new followers because you guys are motivating me to just keep pushing through. I hope that you have a blessed one. If you have anything that you want to say in the comments regarding your content creating journey and your struggles, I would love to hear about it, because more than likely I've been there as well. And I would love to comment back and share the struggle with you, because I understand it 100%. All right, till the next one, have a blessed one. Thank you guys. Bye. Shoulder action. Did I really just lose a nail? Is it in my shirt? Where did it go? Oh my God, it's in my bra. Oh, okay. This top is starting to get on my nerves. Get down. I sound like Arnold. What is this? This is the second time. I forget that there's something black on this concealer brush, and I just put it on my eye.